One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Duke Blue Devils. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Clemson's offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Hauls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they can get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Inside the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Inside the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for space, it's Davidson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Denson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fox. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pulls and fires complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Dropping back, it's Denson. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
14-2-3.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right downfield. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Spins away from the defender. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap often.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Here we go. Do the show.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 2nd and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Turns it loose. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Denson. Got his man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Sends it back in motion. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He leaves it with his back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Caught over the middle. It's thrown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Using the quick game. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Inside the 25. There he goes. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes